Hi, friends. I'm Nook for short, and welcome to another Nooks Hooks vlog. So, today I have a whole day to work on small businessy things. If you don't know me yet, I have a small business that's all about crochet and crochet patterns. The main part of my business is the crochet patterns, but once in a while I do a market or a con. I have like zero plans for today, but there are a couple things I like maybe want to do, but we'll see where I get. My voice might sound a bit different than usual. It's because I've been a little bit sick and I lost my voice. So, things I might want to do today. One is clean up my stuff from the last market. It's still in boxes and stuff. I just dropped it in my crochet room. I want to look into making some content for my Instagram because I haven't been posting in quite a while. If you don't know me, I don't pressure myself into anything. I don't pressure myself into writing patterns. I don't pressure myself into posting on Instagram, posting on YouTube, all those things. So I just didn't feel like posting on Instagram, or more so, I didn't feel like recording or taking pictures for Instagram. It's also just been super hot here. I live in Europe and we just had the most insane heat wave, and I just didn't do anything. So I want to do that. I want to maybe dabble into a new crochet pattern if I'm feeling inspired. And then I also think I want to start making some stegosauruses because those completely sold out in my last market. So I do want to restock those for my next one, which is only in November. But I know I don't really like making stegos, so it'll be nice to get that out of the way. So yeah, that's a little bit of the stuff I want to do today. Maybe also some tax stuff, but I won't bore you with that. So I think the first order of business is grabbing a coffee. I usually take my coffee black, but I'm feeling a little whimsical today, so it's gonna become an iced latte. Got my little iced latte. I haven't been in this room in quite a while. The sun faces that wall. So during the heat wave, it got really hot in here. So I just closed the door, ignored, and lived on the other side of the house away from the sun. So I really haven't been in here in a while. And you can also notice that my shelves are empty. My grid is quite empty, so I think I definitely have to do some refilling of that today. Now I don't have to make a bunch of stock. I just have to refill it with the stock I brought to my previous market, which is still all on the floor behind me. So I think I definitely have to start by cleaning up some stuff behind me and redoing my little shelves and my plushie decorations. That is so much better. I ended up cleaning a lot of my crochet room actually. My desk was a huge mess and I was a bit too embarrassed to show you guys. So I did go ahead and clean everything. I'm really pleased. This is so much more relaxing to me that everything is now just in its place, is not overwhelming, and now I can finally enjoy being in here once again. Now, because I did all that, it is already quite a bit later. It's 9:40 right now, and I started this vlog at 8. Now, next up is another not so fun thing. It's the end of a quarter right now, so I need to get like all of my information of everything I bought, everything I sold to my accountant. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to double check all the numbers I have from the 2 markets I did this quarter, which was my con and the day of the dragon wing, which was the previous vlog that you guys saw. That, and then I just need to export everything from Etsy and just look through all my mails if I missed any orders that I might have placed for Nooks Hooks. So I'm going to do that now, which isn't the most fun task, but it is part of a day in the life of owning a little small business. This boring side should definitely also be shown. After that, I think I need to do a little bit of taking stock for like most of my plushies. I kind of know what I have because I know how much I sold and I was keeping track of how much I made beforehand. But for the dragons, I kind of just stopped keeping track because I was making so many of them. So I need to take a little stock recount of my dragons. Oh, and before I go ahead with the boring stuff, I did place a small order for Hobby. Well, not very small because it was expensive as hell. I had to restock the safety eyes. Hobby safety eyes are expensive, but that is because they are EN certified, which you need to be able to sell the plushies in the EU. So I don't remember how much I got. So, oh, here's 10 bags and each of them have 10 pairs. So this is 100 pairs of eyes. So actually 200 eyes, and I think I got more. This is another pack of 10. So in total, I have 200 pairs of eyes that I ordered. I always order size 12. Let me double check. Yes, 12. Because that's the size I use for pretty much everything. So I should be good for quite a while with those. 200 plushies is more than enough for, I would say, the next year maybe. Because I placed that, I did double check if they had the I think it's called peach honey bunny color in stock, and they did. They rarely ever have this one in stock, and to me it's the perfect orange. This is a color that Wallen's Bunny Baby doesn't have. Wallen's Bunny Baby has similar ones, but like it has a much brighter version and a much lighter version, while this is like, I don't know, it's the perfect, like, classic orange. And they never have it in stock, so I did go ahead. Okay, this one's already fallen off. But I did go ahead and order, apparently, 4 skeins. No, 5 skeins. Whoops, another one with the thingy off. Seriously, Hobby? That pisses me off. So here we have the 5 skeins of Hobby Honey Bunny in the color peach, I believe. It just says color 33. Then I got one of this pink because that's also a color that Wallen's Bunny Baby doesn't really have. And then I also got this one, which is like the perfect color for Spyro dragons. So that was my mini hobby order. I'm going to put it all away and then do some boring tax stuff. Yay! Okay, I'm so glad that is out of the way. That took me a little over an hour and I'm actually not even done yet, but the rest is going to be done by my fiance, which I'm so thankful about because I really hate doing accountancy stuff. It's not fun at all. It's now 11 o'clock, which is way too early to have lunch, but I am starving and I didn't really have much for breakfast, so I'm thinking I'm going to just call it a brunch and already eat. Now I have seen this trend going on Instagram Reels that you do like, I don't know what it's called, like a plate full of just random stuff that you enjoy eating, like not a sandwich, not some things that fit well together, just a plate of stuff you like eating. So I'm thinking like some tomatoes, avocado, sardines, maybe a bit of cheese, feta, all those kinds of stuff. So I kind of want to make that right now. Maybe some berries. I'm going to pick some berries from my garden. So yeah, I'm going to make that for brunch and I'll take you guys along with me. That might have been the best lunch I've ever had. I'm definitely doing that again. Also, they're called Japanese wine berries. I don't know if I already said that, but they're incredible. It's my first time having them because it's the first time we planted them. I think we planted them last summer. And they're just so incredibly good. They look kind of like a raspberry. I mean, they look kind of like an artificial raspberry. They look like too shiny and pristine. They taste incredible. I would say kind of like a slightly sour, very juicy mix of a raspberry and a blueberry. I'm obsessed. And as you saw, or maybe I don't know if I showed you, we have hundreds on that bush. So I'm very excited to eat from these for as long as they last. That being said, it is now 12 o'clock. I've done the stock taking of the dragons. So that does mean that all the boring stuff is out of the way. Next up, I think it's time to work on a new pattern. There's a couple things I've had in mind for a while to work on, but the one that's calling my name the most is, I believe, a small sleeping dragon or a sleeping cat. Let me grab something. I've actually already worked on a trial version of a sleeping cat. I did this a while back, actually. I don't like the results. First off, the head is a bit too round, too pointy. I don't like the the face I put on it. I do like the ears, I think, but yeah, I don't know. I think the face has to be a bit more squished. I mean, currently it's just like a cone shape, and I don't like that. Second of all, I added this leg because I felt that just a thin tail around wouldn't look very nice. That doesn't have any limbs. The tail should be longer. But I don't know if I like the extra leg, because, like, you know, they sleep like that. But eventually when you wrap it all around like that, it just kind of looks like a bulge. While if I take that away, it looks like this. The head definitely has to be smaller. But yeah, I don't know if I like that it doesn't have like any limbs in there. I also don't know if I should give it a thicker tail or keep the leg in there. I guess I could do like an option with the limb and an option without the limb. I'm really on the fence. Cause like, doesn't that just kind of look like a bulge? I think I'll make another version and ask my Patreon members and put a little poll up on there. I want to make a different version because I don't like the shape of the head, and the little face I put on there is a definite no for me. But yeah. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Maybe it has to be shorter so you actually see that it's a leg or something. I don't know. I'm gonna make another draft version, I think. And then I'll post it on Patreon and see what they think. So, I'm going to once again make this in a color I have too much of and don't really use, but I also kind of wanted to give cat. So, I think I'm gonna use this one. I have a lot of it, and it slightly gives cat, orange cat vibes. Also, the thing about doing cat patterns is that you kind of need to do a couple different variations to like fit with different cats, which I don't really like doing. But I guess for the sake of you guys, you've been waiting for a cat pattern like this, I will do it. I also get very demotivated by patterns that don't work out, like this guy. I made this one, I would say 2.5 months ago, and I haven't looked back since just because I didn't like how it looked. And I just had to let it sit in my head for a while about what I didn't like about the pattern. So I'm guessing this is going to be the same. I'm going to work on it, and if I'm not happy with it, it might just stay in my head for another couple months. But I will try to post it on Patreon so that they can at least help make some decisions with me. So that, yeah, I need input from others to like tell me what's wrong with the pattern, because often I make a pattern, I'm like, what is wrong with this pattern? I can't figure it out. Patreon family, please help me out. For example, my sleeping dragons, I posted that on there and I was also like, you guys, I love this, but what's wrong with it? And it didn't have the two spikes on the side. And I think Bunny Hop Crochet, so Eve commented that it needs some ears or spikes. So then I decided to do the two little spikes, and that just really made the pattern. It made the head a lot less round. So that was a great addition, and all thanks to my Patreon members. So I think that's how I'm going to tackle it. Step one is trying to figure out where I wrote down whatever I did here so that I can change it up. I might not be able to find it because knowing me, I probably jotted it down on a piece of paper somewhere and lost the piece of paper.
So I scheduled them out for the whole year, so the brain just works. I feel like it just works differently. So I want to have a little bit of meditation time. I want to do a hum. You have it. We're going to use this friend tomorrow. Okay, so this is done. It's lightened up quite a bit, as you can see. So that's red.
I think I finished with the head. Honestly, it's so freaking cute, but I do think it's giving more of like a chinchilla than a cat. But I think it's still very adorable and much better. Look at this thing. I'm sorry, but it's so ugly. Can you understand why I got demotivated by this one? I think it's really cute. I think it'll be better once I do like some actual cat colors, doing like spots on the eye or something like that. I think it turned out really cute. So let's see how the rest of the body works out and if it still gives chinchilla once the body is complete.
The next video I'm going to make is the crown brush. This is really easy to do. You use it in a lot of recipes.
Here we have my cat draft pattern. I am quite pleased with how it turned out. I don't think the no limbs bothers me too much, especially if I'm going to market it as a phone holder like that, so that it can like sit on your desk. Isn't that cute? So I don't think the no leg bothers me too much, especially I think when I start adding details like stripes and spots that make it more cat-like. The face is slightly giving chinchilla still to me, but I do think when I start adding spots or stripes, that's gonna be much better, and maybe a pink nose as well instead of a black one. I'm pretty pleased with how the ears turned out. They like do the cat thing where it's like bent forward a little bit, which I like. I don't know if I placed them correctly. I placed them quite outward. Maybe do they need to be more up? No, I don't think they do. Anyway, you guys saw that I took some pictures and posted this one over on Patreon, so I'm going to let that sit and see what they say. But overall, I think this one turned out much, much better than this one. All right, I think I've already been quite productive today. It's currently 2:17, so quite happy with everything I've already done for now. Let's see here, I already got a comment on Patreon by Kathy, and she just says that it's so cute. So maybe that's good. Maybe people are really liking the pattern. We'll see if I get any more suggestions on how to change the pattern. But I'm very pleased I have this Patreon family to help me out with these things. I didn't expect to get through all of the things I wanted to make today. or wanted to get done today. So, and that's by 2:15 p.m. I'm quite pleased, and I think maybe I'm allowed to just sit back and crochet a bit now. I do still have to go to the store, but that has nothing to do with Nooks Hooks because I'm doing a little picnic with my friends tomorrow, so I do have to go to the store. I think I might do that now. I'm obviously not going to take you guys because it has nothing to do with Nooks Hooks, but it is part of my Nooks Hooks workday because I'm not strict with myself. I'm allowed to take some breaks and do some other things. I will, however, have to change shirts because I dropped some avocado on my shirt. So I'm going to head to the store now and I'll catch you back later in probably a different shirt. I'm back from the store, and one thing I just realized is that I actually didn't do all the things I wanted to do today because I didn't prep any content to post over on Instagram. So I really don't feel like recording reels right now. I might give that a try over the weekend, but I don't feel like doing it now. I'd have to like grab stuff off the wall that I just put on the wall and stuff like that. So that's just not for today. So what I think I'm going to do is just take a couple bears that I haven't taken any pictures of yet and just have those ready to go as just picture posts on Instagram because I haven't been doing that many of those. I think I've been doing more reels, but honestly, throughout the years, my reels game is like so bad. I would say I have a phase of recording 5 reels every 3 to 5 months. And then I just post those and it's done. I just don't have the energy and the motivation and the inspiration to be posting any more than that. So unfortunately, it's just going to be still images for now as well. And maybe next week I'll have some more motivation to film some reels. However, there's another heat wave coming next week. So highly doubt I will have more motivation then than I do now. But today it has just been a long day. I've been super productive. I'm really happy with the progress I've made, and I actually also want to start editing the video that you're currently watching, so I don't think reels are in the cards for today. But I will take some still shots now so that I can at least post something on my Instagram. That was quite the workout. I'm gonna go ahead and edit some pictures now and go ahead and make a post on Instagram. All right, pictures taken, photos edited, and it has been posted to Instagram. So I'm very pleased with that. I think what I'm going to do now is edit the video you're currently watching. It's 3:50 right now, and I think I want to have my workday span until around 5 p.m. and then take a break for the evening. So that means I have another hour-ish to edit this video. So it definitely won't be done by this evening if I stop working at 5. But that does mean that I'm going to stop the vlog here. I know you're not seeing part of my day of working as a small business owner because you're not going to see the video editing part, but I just want to move all of this footage to my computer so I can start editing. I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. It's quite different from any other vlog I've ever done. My other vlogs are usually market prep, doing a market or doing some kind of challenge. So this was a fun experience for me to just take you along my day, and definitely let me know below if you liked this kind of video and if you want to see more, just like pure how my days look and how my weeks look. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, because that genuinely is the best way you can help out me and my channel. If you want, you can go over and join my Patreon. We have a cozy little family over there, and I love my Patreon members so much. So definitely check it out if you're interested in that. And with that, thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.